Our story kicks off at Keishi, a restaurant that looks suspiciously fancy for our broke protagonists. Inside, it's all chic and sun-drenched, a perfect spot for an expensive meal or, working. Bam! A glorious plate of something amazing gets a saucy drizzle. Food porn alert. 2 waiters, eyes sparkling, practically drool. Is this the legendary limited menu item? The chef, probably their boss, says, "Yep, snap some pics for the gram, then it's staff mealtime. Score." But wait, the owner's fumbling with his phone, looking like my dad trying to use an emoji. I don't have dad, actually. Turns out, the usual photo whiz called in sick, leaving the boss to his disastrous photography attempts. Desperate, he turns to our 2 handsome waiters. "Shindo? Aoki? Save my social media." Glasses-kun steps up. Then I'll give it a shot. Hero moment or just hungry? Aoki stares intently at his phone, a silent, hinting at deep concentration. He asks to adjust the dish. The lighting position here isn't quite right. A true artist. Aoki repositions the plate by the window, seeking that perfect natural light. Boom! The photo on screen is pure food art. Even the boss is wowed. "Aoki-kun, you're really good at this." The relieved boss beams. "Thank you, Aoki-kun. Social media crisis averted." Aoki, ever so humble, blushes slightly. "No, it's nothing." Later that night, we see a rather nice modern house. Whose is it? Surprise! It's Aoki's kitchen and he's cooking with a phone set up to film. The phone's on a tripod, clearly recording his culinary skills. Is this his secret hobby? He expertly stirs up some delicious-looking fried rice, a pro in more ways than one. Aoki beams, clearly proud of his culinary masterpiece in progress. Suddenly, a voice calls Dad! And Aoki jumps, blushing furiously. Busted! His actual dad appears, oblivious, asking about a light bulb while Aoki's secret stream continues. The camera, his silent accomplice, keeps rolling, capturing every awkward moment. And behold, the finished dish, a mountain of fried rice, gyoza, and karaage, pure foodie heaven. Aoki gazes at his creation with a soft, satisfied smile. A true artist admiring his work. He carefully adjusts his phone, ensuring the perfect angle for his food's grand debut. Chopsticks dive in, ready to sample the deliciousness he's just whipped up. He takes a bite, eyes wide with anticipation, all for his secret audience. But then, "Big brother, what are you doing?" A new challenger, his sister, appears, catching him mid-mukbang. Aoki stammers, "Oh, well, as his sister connects his cooking to his restaurant job." His sister's eyes lock onto the feast. That looks delicious. Aoki, ever the generous host, or just trying to share the evidence, offers, "Want some? I made a bit too much." A perfect spoonful of fried rice is presented. "Thanks for the food," she says. She dives right in, taking a massive, happy bite. Pure bliss. "So good," she exclaims, practically sparkling with delight. Aoki watches his sister enjoy his food, a soft, proud smile gracing his lips. Then, with the camera still rolling, he asks, "Can I take a video of you eating?" Smooth. "Huh?" she blurts, utterly bewildered as Aoki quickly tries to play it off. "No, I'm kidding." The scene shifts, taking us back to the familiar, warmly lit entrance of Kaishi restaurant. Back at Kaishi, the preparing sign hangs, calm before the storm or just before lunch rush. Inside, Aoki's already on his phone in the staff room, probably checking his secret channel. He stares intently, a bead of sweat forming. Is he nervous about his latest upload? Oh, it's his All My Favorite Things channel, a glorious Courage video with a whopping 7 views. Ouch. A silent from Aoki as he contemplates his internet fame, or lack thereof. Suddenly, Shindo pops up. "A cooking video? Aoki-kun, you cook for yourself? Impressive." Aoki nearly jumps out of his skin. "You startled me." "Good morning, Shindo-kun." Aoki tries to play it cool, but the blush says otherwise. Shindo, however, isn't buying it, a curious wait escaping his lips as he leans closer. Pointing at the fried rice action on screen, Shindo asks, "This person is Aoki-kun, right?" The detective is on the case. What? Why do you think that?" Aoki splutters, looking like he's about to spontaneously combust from embarrassment. Shindo points out the damning evidence. "Because of this mole on the back of your hand, it's the same." Aoki internally combusts, "Ah!" as his secret is completely blown. Later, the scene shifts to a cozy, traditional-looking izakaya glowing warmly in the night. Inside, it's all wooden charm and soft lighting, a perfect spot for a post-work drink. And look who's here! Shindo and Aoki clinking beer mugs. Cheers! Shindo downs his beer with gusto, clearly enjoying it. Pah! He beams, sparkling with pure, unadulterated post-beer bliss. Aoki observes, "You really enjoy drinking, don't you?" Shindo replies, "Beer after working hard tastes absolutely amazing." Their food arrives. A waitress brings a tray of delicious-looking skewers and side dishes. Aoki, ever the content creator, asks, "Sorry, can I take a video?" Shindo casually replies, "Yeah, sure." Aoki gets his phone ready, intensely focused on capturing the perfect shot of their izakaya spread. Shindo, looking curious, asks, "Aoki-kun, do you like cooking?" Aoki clarifies, still eyeing his phone. "It's not so much that I like cooking. It's more like I like meals. Or rather, I like food." The camera pans over the glistening skewers, sashimi, and edamame. Aoki says, "Delicious-looking food has this sparkle to it, and I want to capture that moment." Shindo smiles, intrigued. That's interesting. So you want to create that sparkle yourself, too?" A slight blush creeps onto Aoki's face as he admits, "Yeah." Shindo, ever practical, asks, "Can I eat now?" Aoki snaps out of it. "Oh, sorry, go ahead." Shindo wastes no time grabbing a skewer. "Then let's dig in," and takes a hearty bite. Shindo exclaims, eyes closed in bliss. "This goes so well with beer!" Aoki watches his friend enjoy the food, a gentle, understanding smile on his face. Shindo pipes up, "Hey, why's your cooking video totally silent? Isn't sound, like, super important?" Aoki sighs, "I want sound, but my family's always around and their voices just invade the recording." "Ah!" Shindo connects the dots. "So, that's why the kitchen looks so authentically chaotic." Aoki adds, "Mom gets mad if I move her seasonings." Shindo then muses, "You know, I always figured you were a full-timer, Aoki-kun, but you're actually part-time, huh?" Aoki's expression darkens slightly. "Actually, at my old company, I experienced power harassment, had a breakdown, and quit." He continues, looking downcast. "After that, I couldn't really do anything for a while. The working world is scary." Shindo looks genuinely concerned. A close-up on a fizzy drink as Aoki reflects, "Well, I think the place I worked at just happened to be that kind of place." Then a glimmer of hope. "Someone who knew my situation introduced me to Kaishi, so now I'm part-timing while living with my parents, trying to rejoin society." Shindo, ever the optimist, asks, "Hey, so if this video channel blows up, couldn't you make a living from it?" With a bright, encouraging smile, Shindo exclaims, "Then you wouldn't need a company job, right? Do your best, Aoki-kun." Aoki lets out a nervous, "Ha-ha," at Shindo's enthusiastic encouragement. He glances at his 7-view Courage video thinking, "That's a long road ahead." Shindo bluntly critiques, "No sound, no people, no recipe, it'll get buried," leaving Aoki groaning. "What a waste," Shindo continues, eyeing the delicious food on screen, "even though it looks so good." Shindo explains he prefers videos with personality, suggesting it'd be better if Aoki-kun appeared and talked while cooking. Aoki, already sweating, stammers, "That's..." At the very thought, "Impossible!" Aoki explodes. "Showing my face is too embarrassing and I can't speak well by myself." Shindo asks, "Really? Couldn't you just talk casually?" But Aoki insists it's a world of talent and effort. "Just honestly express your feelings," Shindo suggests. Like, "This is fun," or "This is delicious, that's what I'd watch." Aoki falls silent, blushing and seriously considering Shindo's surprisingly insightful advice. Aoki, still blushing, secretly wishes Shindo would join his videos to make them lively, leaving Shindo puzzled. He internally praises Shindo. Shindo-kun is flashy, bright, and cheerful, admiring his friend's energy. Aoki then voices his idea, "You're definitely suited for it. It'd make for fun videos." Shindo's eyes sparkle with pure joy. "What, is that okay? I'll do it." Shindo eagerly offers his own kitchen, casually mentioning he lives alone, much to Aoki's surprise. A video level-up screen flashes, subtitled "Extrovert Partners Free Kitchen," as Aoki looks utterly flabbergasted. Back at the table, Aoki meekly says, "Thank you in advance," while Shindo pumps his fist, "Yay!" Later that night, bare feet tiptoe across a wooden floor, hinting at a late-night kitchen adventure. It's Shindo, yawning in his pajamas, hand on his stomach. "I'm hungry." An electric kettle starts to boil, ready for some late-night snack action. Shindo peels back the lid of some instant noodles, revealing the glorious block of dehydrated egg. Hot water cascades from the kettle, bringing those noodles back to life. He carefully carries his precious cargo, noodles and a bag of salad, to the coffee table. The late-night feast is set. Instant chicken ramen and a surprisingly healthy side of mixed salad. Shindo rips open the salad bag with practiced ease. No time for bowls tonight. Next, he tears open the little packet of onion dressing. Dressing goes directly into the salad bag. Genius or just lazy? You decide. He munches on the dressed salad straight from the bag, a true connoisseur of convenience. Salad appetizer done, Shindo eagerly peels open the now perfectly cooked noodles. A close-up reveals the steamy, delicious-looking noodles ready to be devoured. Shindo lifts a glorious mouthful of instant noodles, steam wafting invitingly. He slurps them down with pure, unadulterated late-night satisfaction. While munching, Shindo scrolls through his phone, a true multitasking gourmand. His screen displays Aoki's fried rice video, still stuck at a humble 10 views. A thoughtful glint appears in Shindo's eye as an idea begins to form. Cup noodles are great, he muses, but making that would be even better. The next day, Aoki stares up at Shindo's surprisingly fancy apartment building. Shindo casually welcomes a nervous Aoki, who's clearly impressed by the digs. "Your room is amazing too!" Aoki exclaims, taking in the stylish interior. Aoki then asks, "Weren't you working part-time, Shindo-kun?" To which Shindo cryptically replies, "Ah yeah, but I do other things too." Aoki, ever curious, asks, "You mean you have multiple part-time jobs?" Shindo casually confirms, "That's right." Shindo beams, "I want to try all sorts of things. Videos and cooking are new challenges I'm really looking forward to." Aoki smiles warmly. "I see. That's good." Clearly happy for his friend's adventurous spirit. Shindo gestures to his kitchen. "This is my kitchen. Sorry, it's not an open concept one." No, it's really impressive," Aoki gushes. "It seems much easier to work in than at my parents' house." Shindo looks pleased. Aoki marvels at the spotless stovetop. "But still, the stove is so clean. Did you hire professional cleaners?" Shindo looks slightly awkward. That's because I've never used it before." "What?" Aoki exclaims. "Not even once?" Shindo admits he doesn't cook, as Aoki laments the waste, while Shindo's just glad it'll finally see some action. Off they go, arriving at the bright and modern Wakutoku market for supplies. Shindo, basket in hand, asks, "What are we making today?" Aoki explains, "A simple rice bowl dish since you're a beginner, just frying meat and onions." Shindo eagerly asks, "Just frying? Can I do that?" While Aoki assures him it's easy and tasty. Aoki, ever the planner, eyes extra meat, muttering, "Better grab backups, just in case." Shindo deadpans, "So you expect me to fail?" Causing Aoki to clarify it's usually the filming that bombs. With their ingredients ready, Aoki suddenly remembers, "Oh right, I have a favor to ask." Back in the kitchen, Aoki requests Shindo's phone for a second camera angle, promising to handle the data. Aoki beams, holding both phones. 2 cameras, awesome, while Shindo wonders if more is truly better. "Yeah," Aoki admits, a hint of past trauma in his eyes. "With just one, it's a nightmare." He recounts the filming struggles that cool the food and nearly broke his spirit as Shindo listens intently. Aoki presents an onion. "First up, chopping this, that's all the cutting for today," much to Shindo's relief. Just as they're about to start, Shindo pipes up, "Hold on, aren't you forgetting an apron?" Aoki sweats, "I should probably wear one, right?" As Shindo notes his extreme reluctance. "Well," Aoki confesses, "an apron flips my now I'm cooking switch." He continues, "It makes cooking a chore. I prefer spontaneous culinary adventures." Shindo listens intently as Aoki concedes, "But, sorry, that's not a very good excuse." "No, it's okay," Shindo reassures, "let's skip aprons," while Aoki offers to change. Shindo beams, "I know. Matching t-shirts for team spirit. I only have plain black ones, though." Aoki, slightly bewildered but touched by the gesture, simply replies, "Thank you." Aoki sets up a phone. "No script. I want natural reactions, so just act normally." Shindo nods. "Got it." Now in matching black tees, Aoki asks, "Shindo-kun, have you used a knife before?" as he prepares to cut. Shindo, knife in hand, admits, "Hardly ever, but I've seen it in videos." Aoki cautiously advises, "Be careful. First, Let's cut off the stem. Shindo attempts to cut the onion, muttering, it's hard. Ah, that's dangerous. As the knife wobbles. Slice. The onion is somehow halved, though perhaps not gracefully. Shindo, looking traumatized, admits, cutting round things is difficult, while a nervous Aoki agrees from behind. Aoki-kun, show me how it's done, Shindo pleads, as Aoki modestly claims he's no expert. Aoki takes the knife, demonstrating a more practiced, if still cautious, onion-cutting technique. While Aoki chops, Shindo films him, prompting a shy, "Don't film my face," from the focused chef. Aoki-kun, Shindo inquires, still filming, have you been cooking for a long time? No, Aoki confesses. I only started doing it relatively recently, after I quit my previous company. He continues, so I'm still a complete beginner, but I'm happy just to be able to make simple meals. I see, Shindo murmurs, camera still rolling, then pipes up. By the way, I've been wondering... Shindo casually asks, is it okay to call you Aoki-kun in the video? Jolting a surprised Aoki. Oh right, we've been using family names. Aoki panics, and I accidentally talked about personal stuff. Aoki sighs. Filming while talking is harder than I thought. Let's have a quick meeting and start over. During their break, Shindo asks, Aoki-kun, what's your first name again? Haruma, Aoki replies. Haruma, Shindo muses. Can I call you Haru-chan then? Aoki admits, ugh, something connected to my real name is a bit... Aoki then inquires, then, what characters are used for Haruma? Shindo explains, the warm character and the truth character. Ah, Shindo clarifies, you mean the warm from heating and warmth? Aoki confirms, yeah. In that case, Shindo proposes with a smile, how about Dan-chan? Aoki looks slightly flushed, contemplating the new nickname, Dan-chan. Okay, it's decided, Shindo beams. I'm Kensuke, so call me Ken-chan. All right, let's practice. With filming back on, Shindo wonders about the onions, and Aoki confirms they're just for frying with meat. Simple. Aoki declares fried onions are delicious, prompting Shindo to want to film his serious face, much to Aoki's dismay. Back in the kitchen, Aoki admits cooking meat seems tough, but reassures a suddenly nervous Shindo they'll practice frying. Aoki demonstrates, carefully placing seasoned meat and onions into the frying pan. Now just wait until they're browned, Aoki instructs, as Shindo stares intently at the pan. The raw meat and onions sit patiently in the pan, awaiting their transformation. Shindo remains laser-focused on the sizzling ingredients, a picture of concentration. Suddenly, the scene shifts to a grill. Is this like yakiniku? Shindo gasps, as Aoki confirms with a grin. I've been to yakiniku places loads. Shindo beams, clearly in his element now. Aoki smiles, agreeing that thinking of it as yakiniku makes it less scary, just homestyle today. Shindo grins. I see, I'm starting to feel like I can do this. Aoki offers a perfectly fried onion slice. Here, just salt and pepper, but it's delicious. Shindo cautiously takes a bite, the anticipation is real. Delicious, Shindo explodes. The sweetness is overwhelming, while Aoki beams, right? Suddenly inspired, Shindo asks, can I go ahead with this? As Aoki quickly agrees. With a satisfying psh-da, Shindo cracks open a can of super beer. He takes a long, refreshing gulp, clearly enjoying the moment. Poo-ha! Shindo sighs in bliss as a delighted Aoki captures it all on camera. Aoki muses, beer's great, but today we're pairing this with rice. Oh no, the rice cooker. Aoki realizes, that's 50 minutes, I messed up the timing. Shindo swoops in with instant rice packets, saving the day. Aoki's thrilled. Perfect! Not bad at all. With the rice crisis averted, Shindo declares, then let's continue frying for our rice bowl. For easy flavor, Aoki generously pours store-bought yakiniku sauce over the sizzling meat. Next, Aoki explains, on top of the rice in the bowl, add the meat along with some kimchi. A sprinkle of pre-cut green onions adds a fresh touch, so convenient. And for the grand finale, Aoki gently places a perfect egg yolk right on top. Ta-da! The magnificent meat-loaded yakiniku bowl is complete and looking incredible. Amazing! It's a proper meal. Shindo marvels at the sheer volume of meat, as Aoki praises home cooking freedom. Shindo found it surprisingly easy, while Aoki confesses filming and cooking simultaneously is a real challenge. But oh, the aftermath. A mountain of dirty dishes looms as Aoki notes filming makes a mess inevitable. Aoki declares, "Let's worry about cleaning up later," and urges they film the eating part before the food gets cold. Shindo, now Ken-chan, nervously holds his chopsticks, preparing for the on-camera meal. "Is this the right way to hold chopsticks?" Ken-chan asks, as Aoki reassures him it looks good. As Ken-chan starts listing concerns, Aoki quickly interjects, Wait. Aoki advises with a smile, "You don't need to try to eat so neatly." Ken-chan frets, "But the manners police will definitely come after me," while Aoki looks thoughtful. "That's not what's important in food videos," Aoki passionately declares, startling Ken-chan. Aoki leans in, insisting, "Honestly, eating too elegantly isn't appealing. A slightly messy style is more relatable and looks more delicious, I think," Aoki argues, as Ken-chan processes this new wisdom. Aoki wisely adds, "If you worry too much about the camera, you won't taste the food, so just enjoy it, Ken-chan." Ken-chan processes Aoki's advice, finally nodding, "Yeah, got it." But then, eyeing the glorious bowl, Ken-chan wonders, "Don't we need food reporting?" "Just eat deliciously," Aoki insists. "That's the most important thing." And Ken-chan is on board. With the camera rolling, Ken-chan clasps his hands, ready to dig in. "Let's eat." A moment of silence as Ken-chan eyes the bowl, a thoughtful pause before the feast. "Sorry," Ken-chan sheepishly asks, "can I cut the meat with scissors?" Much to Aoki's surprise, he brandishes a pair of scissors, explaining, "No, it's a bit too big for me." Snip, snip! Ken-chan meticulously cuts the meat directly in his bowl. Aoki watches, slightly bewildered, as Ken-chan announces, "That's better, let's eat." Finally, Ken-chan takes his first perfectly sized, delicious bite. Ken-chan savors a tiny morsel. "So good!" while Aoki films, internally screaming, "Such small bites!" Aoki, recalling izakaya appetizers, nervously asks, "Could you take bigger bites? It might not look delicious otherwise." "Really?" Ken-chan ponders. "This is the perfect amount for me, though." Determined, Ken-chan prepares a massive mouthful. "I'll try to do better," as Aoki encourages, "Please do." He bravely shoves the enormous bite into his mouth, a true food warrior. Ken-chan visibly struggles, prompting a worried Aoki to backtrack. "Sorry, eat what suits you." Looking downcast, Ken-chan seems to have lost his appetite after the ordeal. "Sorry, I'm already full," Ken-chan announces, leaving Aoki utterly flabbergasted. "What? No way!" Ken-chan admits, "People often say I eat like a bird, and I forgot." "Oh no," Aoki mutters, realizing his food vlogging dreams might be crumbling. Ken-chan's spirit deflates, looking utterly crestfallen. He timidly asks Aoki, maybe I'm not cut out for this?" Aoki frantically reassures him, "No way, this video's gonna be amazing because of you, Ken-chan." "Really?" Ken-chan questions as Aoki passionately insists, "Really?" A hopeful smile spreads across Ken-chan's face. Then one request. Ken-chan suggests, "Dan-chan, eat with me too. Even off camera is fine." "It'll taste better and I'll eat more that way," Ken-chan reasons with a gentle smile. Aoki is visibly taken aback by this unexpected proposal. A quick flashback shows Aoki often ate alone, a hint of past loneliness. Aoki, touched, looks down and softly agrees. "You're right." Aoki prepares a smaller, more manageable bowl for himself. Side by side, they both take a bite, Ken-chan looking more comfortable now. "Delicious," they exclaim, finally enjoying the meal together. But the dreaded mountain of dishes still awaits, Ken-chan letting out a little eek! Teamwork makes the dream work, and the cleanup is surprisingly quick. Ken-chan reflects on his old-fashioned cooking ideas, realizing how free and fun this was. "Making food with friends is amazing," Ken-chan beams, already excited for another go. Aoki, genuinely touched, admits it was way more fun than his usual solo sessions. Aoki decides to save his leftover mountain of meat for a midnight snack. Aoki then suggests a new filming technique, a first-person POV for the rest of the eating. But wait, a new culinary crisis emerges. What about all that leftover meat? Ken-chan eyes the mountain of extra yakiniku, sweetly offering to take it home for his family.